420 is going to do is change it so that the accountability of elected officials doesn't go to the voters who put them in office that we elect. It goes to Premier and Cabinet. It is not something I thought I would be doing when I ran for office, coming here to defend our democracy and for our ability to have it operate well. Something I want to also just bring up, because I know it's come up in discussion, is this applies to school boards. And there is sort of a feeling that, oh, this doesn't really apply to school boards in the ecosystem. This is actually applying to school boards. Which brings me back to a core thing. When we were getting ready for this, when the government was giving us some sense that something was coming, we all were ready, because the Premier signaled it and the Minister signaled it. We were ready for political parties at the municipal level. And wouldn't you know it, that is the least of our worries. That may be the least controversial part of this bill to me, is political parties in the municipal elections. This bill addressed voter lists with a lot of uncertainty, a lot of questions around what voter lists will be allowed and will it restrict people from voting. This bill addressed how votes are counted, vote tabulation, which from what we can tell is not based on anything based on evidence. As it was mentioned by the member for Edmonton-Whiteman, I remember zero scandals after the last municipal election. I remember no controversy with how votes were counted. It deals with candidate qualifications, which actually, if we align candidate qualifications with the ability to disqualify, that seems like a good alignment, maybe the only good in this bill. It addresses donations and changes it fundamentally. Right now, individuals, people, voters can contribute financially to a municipal election, and now we're going to invite corporations and unions in, and it is not the kind of money we want brought into our democracy, because it does not make it better. And lastly, and the ugly part of this bill, is it fundamentally changes the role of municipal councillors so that they are beholden to Cabinet, Premier and Cabinet. Bylaws can be overturned. Municipal councillors can be removed without a public inquiry that would bring forward how and why we are removing councillors. It opens up an ability for authoritarian style of government, which perhaps the members across are genuinely here for the betterment of Albertans, but it does open up a future not too different from the Hunger Games, where we dictate to District 12 what their resources are going to be and how they govern themselves. So, to the members' offer to have this brought back, the reasoned amendment, I will just say that the Premier and the UCP have complained ad nauseum about overreach into provincial jurisdiction. And when it comes to municipalities, the Premier insists on being the gatekeeper and controller-in-chief. Municipal councils from across Alberta have been very clear they do not want municipal political parties. They know best how to run their own affairs. When municipalities need appropriate funds so they can fix the crumbling infrastructure and their communities and to pay for programs that Albertans deserve, that's what they need. That's what they ask for. They need the government to step up with resources, not step in and interfere in governance. Citizens of municipalities elect local representatives to serve the best interests of their community, and not because of the color of their partisan flag they fly. The Premier needs to realize that municipal councils are not a farm team for the UCP to carry out their wishes at the municipal level. We want numerous ideas and plurality in our society. Municipal councillors have a duty to represent the citizens who elected them, and they deserve the provincial government who supports them as a partner. So, Mr. Speaker, I support this amendment, which will send this bill out of the Assembly to a place in our legislative system where we can get some proper ideas brought forward to improve our democracy, improve municipalities, because it's not Bill 20 that's been brought forward. Thank you.